How's it going, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. So in this video I want to show you guys a very simple 1 minute scalping strategy, and it has been the strategy I've been using all the time. I just want to show you guys a setup I saw today, and I took this setup on my account, so I just want to show you guys what it looks like. So the first thing you want to do is come to this indicator section here and search for an indicator called supply demand zone. So you add this indicator called supply demand zone to your chart. Once that is added to your chart, it's going to look like this. So come into the settings of this supply demand zone indicator and change the bullish candlestick, or the buying candlestick, which is the buy up candlestick, to blue. So when I spot a blue candlestick to the upside, I know for sure that this is a demand zone, is a buying setup. Then when I spot yellow candlestick to the downside, then I obviously know that this is a selling setup. That is a sell setup. All right, so let me explain how this strategy works. So first and first, you want to spot the Asian session range. I have an indicator I use that is called Asian session range. So all you have to do is plot that on your chart and wait for the open of the London session. So let's assume that this is the London session open, and we're able to spot candlestick movement during the Asian session. Let me just draw all this out. So let's say price went up like this, down, and all that. So let's just assume that this is our Asian session highest point. This is the highest point that price went to during the Asian session, and this is the lowest point price went to during the Asian session. All we want to see is a breakout during the Asian session. So once we spot this breakout, the next thing we'll be looking out for is for price to retrace a little bit into this Asian session range line, this Asian session range line. Then we want to see price go up again, like one more. Price should move up, taking out this highest point price went to during the London session. And we want to see maybe let's say we want to see a demand zone. So once we spot a demand zone on this setup, then we will be definitely looking to take a trade. All right, so let's assume that we were able to spot a demand zone here. Let's say a demand zone formed right at this point, and like I said, my demand zone is formed when I see those blue candlesticks to the upside. So I'll be explaining that when I show the chart and what it looks like on the chart. So when I spot those blue candlesticks to the upside, it clearly indicates to me that that is a demand zone. When I spot a yellow candlestick move to the downside, it indicates to me that that's a supply zone. So when I see a demand zone, which is a blue candlestick, I'm only looking to take trades for a buy. All right, and when I spot the yellow candlestick, I'm only looking to take trades for a sell. So let's say price retraces back into that that demand zone. Definitely you want to take a trade here. You want to take a trade here for a buy. Stop loss slightly below that supply demand zone. Sorry, that demand zone. And you can take a 1-to-1, a 1-to-1.5, a 1-to-2, a 1-to-3. It all depends on you and how much you want to take on the trade. So let me quickly show you guys what the selling example look like. So let's assume that price comes back down. Let's say price made this highs, went up, went down, ranged like the highest point and the lowest point during the Asian session. And the next thing you want to look for is, let's say price broke below the Asian range, like broke below, not above. This one is above. When price breaks above, you're looking for a buy, but this time price broke below, so you're looking for a sell. So price comes back, retraces back into this Asian range, came back down again, taking this lows, like this lowest point here. Price clearly took this lows out. Then the next thing we'll be looking out for is price giving us a supply zone right at this point. You can see where my caution is. I want to see a supply zone at that point. So once we spot a supply zone here, we want to take a trade for a sell. So let me quickly show you guys what that sell should look like. So let's say price broke below, made this lowest point here. You want to mark this out like this. Price broke it, took that lowest point out, came back, retraces back into this this supply zone here. Let's assume that there's a supply zone here. Price retraces back into that zone, and we want to take a trade for a sell at this point. So your stop loss should be slightly above here, above that supply zone, and your take profit for a 1 to, let's say for a 1 to 1, or a 1 to 1.5, or a 1 to 2, or guys, whatever it works, guys. Just take whatever profit you want, but the smaller the take profits, the more likely it's gonna get hit. So if you have a 10 to 1 stop loss, 10 to 1 take profit, it's gonna be difficult to hit your take profit every time. If you have a 5 to 1, it's gonna be difficult. If you have a 3 to 1, it's gonna be difficult. If you have a 1 to 1, a 1 to 1.5, a 1 to 2, a 1 to 3, it's gonna be fairly easy than having a 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 10, and all that. So that's how simple the strategy is. Like I said, just wait for the breakout and wait for price to take that highs out and retreat. And so that's pretty much it. So let's go straight into the chart and let me show you guys a real life example of this setup. You want to look for price to break above this Asian range. I use an indicator called Asian range, so it helps you find the highest point and lowest points during the Asian session. So as you can see, price broke above the Asian range here, starting from 8 a.m. in the morning London session. Price broke above, made this new highs here. Price made a new high here, and you can see this wicks took these highs out. This wicks took these highs out. Then price retraced back. Into that Asian range line, and then we are able to spot a order block candlestick here. So this is an order block here. This candlestick, this last bearish candlestick before this moved to the upside, before this demand blue candlestick moved to the upside. So this is clearly a setup I'll be definitely looking to trade on. So all you have to do is just take a trade here for a buy, stop loss slightly below your demand zone, and yeah, as you can see, price went for a staggering 1 to 2.9, I think almost a 1 to 3. Yeah, price went for a 1 to 3 on just this one trade. I didn't secure 1 to 3. I think I took 1 to 2 on this trade. Yeah, 1 to 2 on this trade. And some of my students take 1 to 1, 1 to 1.5. So it all depends on what you want and how comfortable you are like taking these setups. Guys, if you enjoy this kind of content I'm making and you want to see more like this, please drop me a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and share this video with your friends. It could be a lot of help to them. If you want to trade with me live every single day, then you can join the VIP signals group. If you want to learn my exact strategy in-depth breakdown, then you can join, you can DM me on Instagram for the VIP mentorship. And I will see you guys in the next video. It's your boy XO, and I'm signing out.